Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Hey man, I'm just excited to be here with you today because I feel like you have some great information and insight to share as far as what stood out to you the most during these past events. So I'm eager to see how things look from Demario's eyes, brother. So please share, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it all started. Okay, I ordered a booth for my daughter. She's in college. She goes to Jackson State in Mississippi. So she came home for Thanksgiving. And when we ordered the booth, I was just kind of tuning in to you. So, still didn't know much. So we ordered the 115 centimeter, not knowing. Just go big or go home. And I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So we ordered the 115, not knowing. She came home for Thanksgiving, and once it got here, we was like, "Whoa, it's too big for you." She was like, "I can't do nothing with it down there by myself." So I run my own lawn service. So us like rushing into it wasn't an issue. So she went back to school, and it just sat here. She came back home for Christmas break, and I think it was New Year's Day. She was like, "Hey, can a couple friends come over so we won't have to go out?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You gonna bring out the 360 for them?" Right then, all I had been doing was YouTube and you. I instantly tried to set up a touch picks from my cell phone. I have a Note 20. So I set up a New Year's Eve. Then they called a few cousins, then a few aunties. Then next thing you know, it was a New Year's Eve event. And all I did was set up a touch picks event from the cell phone, watching you. And to me, my first time doing this, it was flawed. It was flawed, but they enjoyed it to the max. Like they thought I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear me? So uh, that was like my very first time. We enjoyed it the whole night. So after that, I went back, watched a few more videos, and studied some more, seeing what I did wrong, what was here. But that was my first time, so it was pretty dope.
It
Even
sounds
though,
like it.
yeah, even though it had plenty of flaws. And so I actually learned something from it. And now I'm jump forward. So after that night, I just watched more videos, did a little more studying. Uh, I opened up the LLC and everything January 25th for the photo booth for the
Congratulations.
360.
Congratulations,
Yes,
sir.
sir. And I signed up for a Shelby County School vendor list here. Got approved. I know a couple of teachers and aunties that are principals, so they booked me February 18th for a school event. I got the thimble insurance from. I saw you. I clicked on there. I got the bought the photo booth contract from you. Everything that you have been paying attention to. So I had all that lined up. So I'm very nervous, and so we set it up. And I actually didn't. I should have had the consultation before then because they booked they booked it, but they said we're gonna pay you the deposit. We're not gonna pay you for your package. We're gonna allow you to charge per picture and per spin. So that blew me, right there.
Hmm.
Uh, that blew me. So I was like, man, I was kind of in a bind, so I did a walkthrough with Leslie on Snapchat. Did a walkthrough trying to, catch on to that with her. I also watched you go through it from beginning to where you at now. Did that with her, so I went for
Cool.
it. We tried to set up the event, which I did, me and my wife. And then on the way to the event, she tried to set up the animated screen for the tap to start, overlay.
Okay.
And so she set it up as we were driving to the event. And I guess she thought she completed it correctly. and she closed it out. Get there, we set up everything, and we were in the old gymnasium. So we set up everything, get it set up. She go to the photo booth. She take a picture. Nothing but the overlay coming up. Oh, I panicked. She panicked. We panicked right then. I'm talking about people coming up. It's a major red competition. It's about 600 people there. My very first time doing it, and now I'm panicking because nothing but the overlay is coming up.
Okay.
So now we trying to figure it out. People coming up, how long it's gonna be? We politely. It was about 30
Oh,
minutes.
the pressure, man, the pressure.
Yeah, so it was like 30 minutes get everything together. So then I'm sweating. I'm talking about I'm sweating bullets. I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Now the Wi-Fi in the old gymnasium is starting to suck in there.
Oh, oh man. All right.
Okay, so now I'm trying to improvise. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking. 15 minutes go by. I walk outside. The Wi-Fi is a little better. I go to touch picks. Keep in mind, I can't fix the snap pick problem right then because it's like too much for
Mm,
it is much. It's my very first time.
okay.
So I go back and touch pick from my Note 20, set up an event for the competition. Boop, 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 boop. Set up the photo booth, set it up for the 360, set it up for gift, and I got it going.
Okay.
So I come back in, and that was just an improvise. That was a quick improvise just to get it going. So we get in, everything's going good, but the Wi-Fi is sucking on the text message, sending the photos out.
Okay.
AirDrop is going right through, and they just had to move around or go outside, and the photos was coming through.
Mm,
And so we did also have the print set up. The first 10 prints went smooth. After that, maybe 700 people in the building. Wi-Fi is like very horrible. Print just started going slow. We ditched the print, improvised again. Now we just doing digital only.
okay.
So once we done that, I pretty much have it running smooth. I stopped sweating, uh, and that was that event. And I'll tell you about the last one. This one happened. This is my second time. I get a call this past Sunday, 9:30 in the morning. It is my father's wife. This is my stepmother. She called Demario. We didn't know you had the photo booth. Today is my birthday. It starts at 2. Can you bring both booths? I'm like, whoa. I talked to her for a few minutes, and I was like, okay, give me a few minutes, call you back. I had to get myself together. I'm like, hey, they just and asked for both booths right now. So I was telling my stepmother that, even though it's my stepmother, that, she still had to do the contract. She was like, send it to my email real quick and such and such, such and such. So it was her 59th birthday. Uh, I get told my wife go make sure all the lights charged up. I just jumped up instantly and went and got in mode. So I'm preparing. I'm going fast, but telling myself slow down.
Oh,
Like go slow down. So I'm in the mode and we pull it off. We actually get there, we pull it off. I go set up, I leave and come back at 3. We were done at 6:30.
okay.
And everything went flawless there. I had my hotspot, my 5G hotspot working, my sharing station, the digital booth, the 360, flawless. Keep in mind, I still been studying, watching you every video, learning. I had some hiccups, but I overcame the hiccups, and they didn't know I had a hiccup because it looked like it was just going flawless. but I had hiccups. Nobody noticed. Nobody knowed it was hiccups, and it went pretty smooth. Uh, the sharing, everything was going instant, uh, and I came home maybe that day, that night. I have an older laptop. Uh, the devices I use, I have two iPads, fifth generation and ninth generation, and I use iPhone 13 for the 360 booth. My laptop is pretty old because my daughter and my wife has the new stuff, so I was actually, and I also created a website through Wix from watching you. You
Nice.
know, yeah, everything. Signed up for a premium subscription, and I was still learning. Keep in mind I run a lawn service, so I'm just not all ticket, but you know, I'm willing to learn. So I watched you. I went. I set it up, doing what I can, and I was doing it from a tablet. Then once I saw you show me what I need to do to upload photos, I just figured it out. I went to the laptop. After the event Tuesday, I was uploading the photos to the website, and the laptop crashed. It just jammed a whole lot of pictures up. So on the website right now, it has a lot of blur. It has pictures kind of crammed up. And what I did, I ordered a MacBook from Amazon. It should be here on the 8th. But right now, I've been working, so I haven't went to the library or use my wife's computer to tap into the website to try to correct it. I was trying to wait for the MacBook. So I have a few pictures I was download. I had just got to the point where I was putting them on the site because I just got content.
Mm.
It crashed on me as I was doing it, as I was downloading pictures, because I downloaded quite a few at one time, and they all went on there, but it's just like clogged them up, if you
Mm.
know what I'm saying. They not moved around or structured. So it kind of threw the site off. So right now, if somebody looks at it, I would say, the site is under construction just due to the pictures and the videos. And if you would look at the site now, you will see what I'm talking about. You will be
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah. I
I
can take a
am
look at that. Yeah.
going to correct it. Just let you know I was waiting for the MacBook. It should be here Tuesday.
Oh, you got a MacBook Pro. You said, is that what you ordered on Amazon? Yeah, I've been using a MacBook Pro that I got back in 2020, I believe. And his MacBook Pro has been great for me. Maybe I'll upgrade in the future, but right now it's doing its thing. Okay, cool. Everything is noted so far. Go ahead.
And after that, that's where we are at. And once again, from this last event, I did learn even more, but the event it went more smoother for me. I was able to do the setup a little quicker. I was able to visualize, see the placement. I run the 360, the digital booth, uh, media station, sharing station, and it was getting easier. Even though that was just my second time actually running it, I don't count New Year's Eve because that was just family, and that was my second time running. But I'm like, hey, go back, watch David some more. I'm getting my props together. Uh, and I'm getting the last pieces. I have fog machine, bubble machine, a DJ disco light is one that stands up maybe 5, 6 feet with the light bar, Bluetooth. I don't have a sparkle machine yet, and I'm working on the tension fabric backdrop. Right now, I just have a regular backdrop,
Okay.
and that's where we at.
Cold Sparks. That has been an incredible journey. I know you don't want to give the first event too much credit, but I really feel like that first event was that booster to tell you, hey, this is the process, this is the software, this is what's going to be like, but on a smaller scale for now. And then you had your second event. And it's interesting how you bring up the fact that you barely got started, but yet you go all out and you bring out the 360 booth and the digital photo booth. And it sounds like you also have a printer connected to your digital booth, which is, I think, extra work, but that just blows me away how someone just went for it just like that. And I think in life, you need people like you that say, hey, just go for it. Just pedal to the metal. Let's move forward. So that's pretty amazing. And now you have momentum and experience, right? Do you want to go ahead and take a look at your Wix page really quick? I can share my screen with you here.
Okay.
Let me see here. And then we'll circle back to any questions you may have, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
And like I say, you gotta. I'm not very techy or technical. I run my own small lawn service, and I run 2 or 3 loads a month for myself. CDL driver. But this was initially for my daughter, but since we bought it oversized, we just use we're setting up, some passive for me because I run in the colder months. I do more driving when the grass slows up.
Yeah, you definitely picked up a side business, not even a side gig, but an actual side business, because that business is going to bring in some income on a monthly basis. And the fact that you offer both the 360 booth and the digital booth, that's a great investment. And I know that the 115 booth is crazy big. And there's no going back. However, you ended up with a larger production, which means that when it comes to, promoting your business, that's a key selling point when you're talking to the potential client over the phone. You can let them know, hey, my booth holds up to 6 adults. It's 115. It's a huge booth. So when your friends are ready to go, jump on there with you, no one gets left out or feels left out. I've been in situations where there's 5 people, 5 adults that want to get on, and for the sake of the capacity on the booth, I have to say, hey, 4, and then we can rotate you guys in. But you on the other hand, you can say 5, 6 people, which is a good selling point. Now, I'm on Google right now, Demario. What's the name of your website on Wix, sir?
It is Videos by Vita 360 photo booth.
Vita, like that?
Yes, sir. VITA.
360 photo booth, you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see. I think it's not showing up at the very top yet, Demario, because it hasn't been indexed, and that's common, especially with brand new websites. There's a way you can accelerate that process, and I'll share that with you, but it's not coming up here right now. Are you on a phone right now, or are you on the laptop?
I'm on the phone. I have a tablet sitting right here next to me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to your page here. Let's see. What's the, let's see, videos by Vita's 360 booth. Let me see if I can pull it up. Do you have a YouTube channel, Demario?
No, sir, not yet.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Do you have an Instagram?
I have a Instagram connected, but it's from an old name. Let's see, with Memphis, Tennessee help.
360. 360.com?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's try that. www.videosvita, VITA 360.com. Is that right? All right. Bam. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this file is way too big here, Demario. We want to shrink this file to give it that better resolution, and it won't look blurred out like this.
Okay.
Now you can have a file this big, But if the resolution doesn't complement how much you're expanding it, then you get this kind of a blurry look right here. Okay.
Okay, so let me I mean to interrupt you, but this was like once I got to it the other day, and I just was start dropping pictures, and some were coming up. You see a couple, but then it's gonna get to where it got jammed up.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like there's a huge gap between these
Yes,
photos,
sir.
right? So this is
Yes,
this
sir.
is what I would do. Let me just continue scrolling down just so I can get a really, really good visual. Yeah, because there's a good amount of videos and pictures. However, your videos and pictures are all on the same page, right? So there's a way we can categorize them here, and I'm gonna just scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, these are gigantic files.
Yes,
So
sir.
continue going down. Yeah. So here's the
And
thing.
that's when I was uploading, and like I say, it was an older laptop. It did go down on me, and I just got stuck right here, and that's what it did.
Got it. So an older laptop, it was probably having too much time trying to process the uploads. So that's probably why it crashed. Now I'm going to jump into the Wix account on my end and just kind of give you the inside look of the dashboard. So when you're posting these photos here, let me just go into my website here. Mario, when the issue with the overlay, was it the fact that it wasn't uploaded as a transparent overlay? Was that the problem?
Yes, sir. That's what I think it was. And I told her she was doing it while I was driving on the way to the event. And what it was, the first event, like I say, we did the touch pics because that's what I first started on. Then once I saw you go to Snap Peek, I did a walkthrough with Leslie. I had already created the event, but my wife's auntie is a principal, and once she got the flyer of the event on the way there, she went to go and, like I say, make a overlay for the standby screen. And so she put it on there. I think when she was in Snappic, she hit the overlay and the overlay mask. And so to her, it was done the correct way. Once we got to the event and set up, she took a picture. The only thing that popped up was the overlay. And that's when uh I panicked.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad you figured that out. And in fact, as terrible as this sounds, it's just better sometimes to go through these types of hiccups because that's where the real experience comes in, and you'll understand why it happened and then how you will avoid it in the future. Not to mention the future employees you'll have, which you can definitely educate on that. So here I am right now on the Wix dashboard. I can come in here and I can select what page I want to edit. And I'm just going to go to the gallery since we're talking about videos and photos right now. I have one tab for all my pictures and videos. So these are all the pictures and videos, a combination of both. But as you can see, there's somewhat of a flow to it, right? As I go down, you get both, but they're all kind of in the center, right in the middle. And
Yes, sir.
here's how I'm able to accomplish that. Like if you go over to this little plus button right over here, now, is this something that you remember seeing when you were setting up your page here? Yeah.
Yes, sir. See, when I first set up the page, I set it up from the tablet, so it was is it API or AI?
It's a
And
different.
yes, sir, it was different. So I didn't know that. Then I watched you again, and I did a YouTube. So then I was like, man, let me go back, let me go on the laptop. But I wasn't on it at first because it was a little slower,
Mm,
and I did. So then once I got to the editor, and I couldn't go back to the tablet because now I'm on the laptop. I was like, okay, this is where I should have been from the jump.
mhm.
But once I done the event and came home and started uploading the pictures, it just threw them on there and the laptop went down.
Okay. You know what would be really good to do, but I want to show you this really quick here. If once you're on your laptop, the interface Also, the dashboard does look a little different just because you're operating a software application or a website in general from a different type of operating system. So once you get your MacBook Pro, the layout's going to look a little different. The performance is going to be drastically different. But just really quick, once you make it out here, for example, for your gallery, all you do is click this plus button right here, and it'll say, hey, do you want to add a text, an image? Do you want to add a button? In this case, I want to add an image. So when I hit image right here, once I press it, I can upload images right here, right?
Yes, sir.
You get even free apps as well. And then I could just continue adding images all the way down along with videos. You can also do different things like a carousel if you wanted to, but this part is extremely easy. You know what I want to do for you, Demario, is I want to get on another session with you. This session will be on me. You don't have to worry about, paying that one-on-one. I have a lot of respect for you, and your story has not only reminded me of, the beginning stages of how the hustle can be, but you also, your confidence and your faith and your skills is just like, I'm loving it, bro. Right. So I want us to book another session. Like I said, this one will be on me, and I want to dive deep into Wix and go back and forth. You can share your screen with me and kind of show me where you're at. That way I can kind of point you in the right direction and also teach you a few things within Wix that is going to allow your website to get indexed and rank much quicker when it comes to doing the SEO portion of it. The SEO, as you know, when it comes to websites, is probably the most important ingredient in that website is the SEO, how SEO friendly it's going to be. So for now, let's just wait on that MacBook to arrive.
Okay.
Let's set up another session, and then I'll take a whole hour to dive deep into some new questions, to dive deep into the website portion of it, and how to streamline everything as well, along with a YouTube page. I want you to create a YouTube page as well, and there's huge benefits in creating that YouTube page. As you can see, this video is being played by the YouTube platform, but on my actual website. And that's really beneficial because now it's acting as a backlink. They're sending signals to each other to help you start ranking for certain keywords. So
yes, sir.
Intentionally, I put here 360 photo booth Rancho Cucamonga. That's not the city that I reside in, but I do want to target that city. So that's why my title is the way it is right here, with intention. So I want to do that with you. But in the meantime, while we wait on that MacBook Pro to come in, and I think it's just going to be like within the next couple of days, what are some other things you want to tackle? I know you're waiting for the tension backdrops, and I know you're considering getting the cold sparks as well. Let's check this out really quick here before I get an answer from you. I want to check something out here.
Yes, sir.
Go over to I always do this for my one-on-ones, one, out of curiosity, and two, so we can formulate a plan. I'm gonna do this instead here. Okay, 360 photo booth rental, Memphis, Tennessee. You are in a good area given the amount of competition you have, because when I type in this golden keyword right here, this is considered a long tail keyword because it's more than 3 words long. This is what you're looking at as far as folks that you're going to be competing with for 360 photo booth rental, Memphis, Tennessee. This individual only has 1 review. There's no reviews for this location yet. This is your location, right?
That's me.
Yeah, this is your location. So what I want to get to next is you had 2 events. You showed people love. You showed people you can come through. You're responsible. You even did a last minute event for your stepmom, right? For your step mother-in-law, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, I mean, right away, you got to tell them, hey, please reciprocate some of that love. Can you guys please go on to my page? Send them the link and tell them to hook you up with a 5-star review. And within that 5-star review, tell them to include the word 360 booth and also include the word digital photo booth.
Okay.
If you can get 2 or 3 this week from all the friends and family that were at those events, you already you're going to have 2 more than this individual. You're only going to be 2 behind with this business right here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is good. So interesting enough, as you can see, that because the competition is not crazy like it is at other locations, you're already showing up with 0 reviews, right? You're showing up with 0 reviews, and your website's not even complete, but you're still able to get on the first page of Google, which is a lot of folks' goal. You already accomplished that goal. Now it's about building momentum so that you can be at the very top, and also your social media handles will show up right here, and then your competition will be probably somewhere down here, right?
Okay,
Example,
okay,
this individual right here, he or she is ranking with their Instagram page here on the first page of Google. So that's pretty cool. But then again, I would want you to remain competitive and win that position over in the near future here. Now I'm going to go ahead and check out your Google page go into a little bit deeper here. Wow, very, very cool job. 136 photos. Way to go, Demario. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's see.
hey, I learned all of this from you in the community.
There you
The
go,
community,
man.
watching videos. Just my wife, I told you, I run a lawn service. She know I'm not very technical. This is me. They say your best work is done in like the wee hours. I wake up late night, 1 in the morning. I'm up. If I'm not planning out the route for the lawn service, I'm up looking at you doing this, trying to do something to the website. And like I say, I actually started the website on the tablet. And then I saw you say, you need to be on the laptop. And this when I went to the laptop.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was like, man, I can't put no gallery on here.
Right. Yeah, that laptop's going to come in handy. It's going to be a great investment. It's going to be a write-off at the end of the year for your business. You have an LLC now. Congratulations on that LLC. That laptop, I always tell folks, make sure they get that warranty, right? Especially because it's a laptop. And I know it's a little pricey, but it's worth protecting that investment with a little bit of a warranty to back it up. So yeah, please do that. Right here, it's a party equipment rental, right? That's great. But if you can make your main category photo booth, but also
Okay.
party rental, that would be super dope. For the fact that you can start ranking for both party equipment rental and photo booth. Now, do you know
When
how to do that, Mario?
when I was actually on the editing the profile, when I was like clicking photo booth, I don't know, maybe because I was doing it, I was on the tablet once again. It was it was like when the word photo booth, it was like pull up photography or something,
Got it. Yeah.
and that's why I actually didn't click.
Got it. Well, I'm glad you still continue to move forward and didn't give yourself an excuse that you didn't have a laptop. But yeah, once that laptop comes in, man, I think you're gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be a whole different workflow for you. And if you already accomplished all of this with a tablet, yeah, I'm pretty confident you're gonna be all right.
The tablet and a Note 20.
Exactly. So another thing here, really quick, Demario, remember to just continue adding your services and products when that laptop comes in. I know doing all of this from a tablet is a little different, but like I said, once that laptop comes in, that workflow is going to be a lot better here. Good job on
Okay.
posting your photos here. Now, when you're posting your photos, here we go. This right here looks kind of like a stock photo. It almost appears as if you're selling 360 booths, right? But it's
Yes.
cool. Leave it on there. I'm just giving you my point. And then also go in there and delete these repeats. If you have too many repeats, it
I
all
didn't. I tell you the truth. I couldn't find out how to delete it. I've been trying to delete. I guess maybe in the next session when we dive in,
oh yeah.
uh, show me because I have been like trying to find the delete
Mhm.
for the Google Photos.
Yeah.
I have, but I haven't been able to find.
Yeah, I think it is kind of confusing. It doesn't tell you straight out delete. I think it's a little different from like other social medias, but let me just if we can take a look at it together really quick here.
And I also want to say one thing.
Yeah,
One
go
thing
for
I
it.
did learn from the first event with the prints. Okay, I have some flyers made, and I have some cards made with a QR that will lead to the site. And
Okay.
what I did, I learned quickly, very quickly, why David said no prints. I
Oh,
learned very quickly and I understand. So I was like, man, I got some flyers that say Prince, but uh it's not worth the hassle for the Prince. And I found it out like right then. That so now I understand
yeah.
the print and blueprint.
Now, a lot of folks, right, in the industry do prints, and that's totally fine. But for me, if I want to continue, cloning or duplicating my services, I want it to be, as efficient and really optimize the service, and not just that, but on top of that, operate competitive pricing. So if I can do it without having a printer, dealing with the toner and dealing with, just an extra piece of equipment in general, an extra hookup, then I feel like the digital high resolution should suffice. And that's the era that we're in. It's all about digital files, right? So I think that's why I'm gonna keep pushing too. Now eventually, Demario, say for example, I'm at a point where it's like, you know what? I want to bring in a particular client. Then maybe I'll get a photo booth with a DSLR camera and
Yes,
also
sir.
friends and have it like as a premium service. Charge somewhere like $1,500 for a session, because
Yes.
we want to target a good amount of demographics as far as type of clients go, right? So yeah, but that's in the future. So really quick, Demario, if you can see my page right here, if I go to the little trash can right here, this will delete that photo. So how did I get there? Well, I went on to my Google profile, and then after that, I clicked on my actual photos right here, right? And once I clicked on my photos, it takes me to my gallery. Once it takes me to my gallery, I can go down by photo, and then on the top right here, there's a little trash can that it's going to allow me to delete that photo.
Okay. I will. I will. Do I need to do that from the laptop, not the tablet?
You know
With the
what? I can tell you from the laptop is how you do it. I've never
okay.
used a tablet to set up my business or to make any revisions. In
Yes,
fact,
sir.
my iPads usually stay inside of my digital booths, and I'm just with my laptop everywhere I go. So I don't know if it would be the exact same layout if you're using an Android tablet versus an iPad. But I can tell you when your MacBook Pro comes in, it'll look identical because I'm using a MacBook Pro right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. And then what other questions do you have for me, Demario?
Uh, for my digital booth, I don't actually have a you have the inflatable booth, or is that fine?
The
You know?
enclosure? Mhm.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's something I'm working on, but right now I don't have.
Yeah, so it's nice to have because it gives you something else to offer as far as the option and service goes. But the fact that you're already on the trajectory to get the fabric, tension fabric pretty soon, the tension fabric is it's an easy setup. Plus, you can get a variety of those. And what I'm doing right now is I'm dealing with certain suppliers to that'll sell me tension fabrics, but have a different design on each side.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that'll
So,
save me money, and that'll save me the amount of inventory I have to keep in, because now one tension fabric equals two backdrops.
yes, sir.
So that's where I'm at right now. I do have that inflatable enclosure, and I've been using it since I bought it. It's paid itself off already. It's a great thing to have. I got it on Amazon. I paid a little over $200 for it, and I did get the extended warranty on it on Amazon as well.
All right, let me ask you this. Okay, so when I first started looking into this equipment, and I was watching you, and I was watching Alibaba, and I was like, okay, I was seeing that you were showing, links for when you say make sure it's a trusted supplier, right?
Yeah.
So I just want to ask you your opinion. Like for my first time making a purchase, uh, it wasn't necessarily about making the savings. I looked at Alibaba, but it was more of a security. I purchased off Amazon, but it was because I was brand new jumping into it. And I seen where you were saying make sure it's a trusted supplier, a verified supplier.
Mhm.
And it wasn't just necessarily about the savings at first. It was more about the security, from Amazon. And I said, okay, going forward, my next purchase, I will go because then I would have been done, learned a little more, studied more, verify a supplier. So do you think that was a good or a bad thing
I
coming
think it was
in?
I think it was perfect. I think it was perfect because you as an individual, you can't, it's important that you stick to your gut, right? So if you are buying a digital booth or a let's say yeah, any type of equipment, the 360 booth, and you know that, hey man, it took me this long to acquire this much savings to make an investment. I want to play it safe and I'm going to buy through Amazon this time around because at the moment I really don't know any better and I don't want to dive deep into a topic too deep right now. I just want to make the purchase and make it happen. So that basically means like, hey, I'm ready to take action. I'm a doer. I know I'm going to continue doing research, but I don't want too much research to stand in the way of my flow. I'm just going to order it. Boom, you do it, you ordered it, great. You're not procrastinating. So that's where I say you did what you had to do, and it's not good or bad. Now that you have it, right, you're tuned in to the industry, and then that allows you to pick up different information because you're really tuned in. Now you have it, it's materialistically there, it manifested, it's at your house. So now you're asking the right questions, now you're diving deep, and all of a sudden you come across my channel and you realize, well, David bought from the manufacturer directly, but I realized he bought and he was diligent about it. He's making sure they're verified suppliers and that it's through trade assurance, and he's even paying with the PayPal account. And on the receipt, the invoice work order, it says, our product to you, the buyer, we're going to give you a 1-year warranty, and this is what's included. Or hey, we're going to provide you with a 2-year warranty, and here's what's included. So I don't think that there's a if you don't have the information and like I said, you made the best option based off what you knew, cool. But if you already knew like, hey, I can do this, I can do that and save this much, but I don't think I'm going to go that route, then that's the point where it's like, well, you had the right information, but you didn't make the decision based off that accurate information that you acquired. So I'm just going to say you did what you had to do, and now you have experience, and now you have the booth, and you're moving forward every single day. And I think that's what counts, Demario.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, man.
And let me ask you, what you think about the overhead booth?
Yeah, so the overhead booth, man, that's been buzzing for like a couple of months now, and it's cool and everything. It's a decent concept. However, it takes multiple individuals to put that thing together. So I asked the providers, I asked the suppliers if they can send me a video, a very transparent video, so that I can see the process of the assembly. They sent me a video, and that video was sped up, meaning it was played for me, but it was at a fast speed, right? And even at that fast speed, there's people walking back and forth putting all these tubes together, and in my mind I thought I already have a pretty decent presentation, which means I have to bring my fog machines, my tripods, my lights, my cold sparks, my props. So if I give myself an extra thing to build out like that, and it takes an additional say 20 minutes, and I need an extra person without a doubt, I think of my profit margin a lot in situations like that. And so right now, I would probably hold off on it. And if I continue seeing it pop up and I see people really, capitalizing on it, then I'll go back to the drawing board. But right now, I want to focus on the digital photo booth as much as possible. I want to focus on becoming very much popular and well known within a 10 to 15 mile radius where I reside for digital photo booth providing services. Those are my priorities right now because I want to get these digital photo booths behind me. I want to keep those busy at least 3 times a week. My thoughts on the overhead right now, it could work. I like being open-minded, but right now I couldn't see myself ordering it and then trying to market that and the digital photo booth at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes, sir. Well, I think we pretty much cover everything in the session right now. Just want to let you know what I have experienced, what I do have as far as the equipment, and I do run. I also time my equipment. Everything can run fully charged for up to 5 hours. You may you may get six, and at 6 more, definitely everything is about to start shutting down, except for 360 booth. It will still have two bars on it.
Yeah.
But
For
uh,
your for your digital photo booth, Demario, are you using the plug-in RGB lights, or are you using the wireless built-in battery lights for your digital booth, or are you not using any lights at all and just using the actual ring light?
I'm using the wireless wireless digital the wireless lights.
Okay.
That one. Yeah, I'm using the wireless
Okay.
lights. Yeah.
So, so for your events, Demario, you're taking the digital booth as is, just like that, or are you adding additional supplemental lights like the sides?
I'm adding supplemental lights. I have 5 RGB lights, and I have 2 floor lamps.
Okay.
I've been watching you, so I have 2 floor lamps, 5 RGB, and 1 ring light that I had when I first started. I have 2 Ulans at 200 heads that I have. One is the backup, and that's pretty much that's it right now.
You're loaded already, man. Hey, I want you to just be as honest as possible here, and I really, really want to get this from the heart, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
for everyone watching this video, what would you give them as far as value goes if they're thinking of diving into the booth, right? Business industry, photo booth or 360 booth. With your experience now, what are some things that you recommend, Mario?
What I would recommend:
Yes, sir.
do the research on the type and size of equipment first. Know what you if you don't always know, kind of have a good aspect of what you are about to get. Uh, if you could include a digital booth as soon as you come out, if you can. Uh, I'm still like I just feel like I'm so brand new that I feel like I still have a ton more another event to do, and then I could give some positive feedback. But at the end of the day, from the heart, go for it, do it. I mean, because it was something that just I got inspired watching you, and like I say, I bought it for my daughter, but when it didn't work, I just was like, go for it. And then I had already knew I was like, I got a couple teachers, a couple schools, I can put in the footwork, and it's like it's turning out. I mean, even though you see I have flaws everywhere in the production, flaws in the building of the websites and everything, but I am starting to grab the attention of people. It
Mm.
is it's not major, but the website is, even though it's incorrect, but the phone is making a buzz every other day. Thing from weeks. So, just go for it, and I mean they can accomplish it.
Yeah.
But watch the community, get help in the community, ask questions, watch as many videos as you can if you don't have a person to lean on. And if you can get the consultation, and after that, just go for
They're still dealing with a lot of anxiety and fear, right? So for those people that can't get past that fear, What do you recommend?
You just gotta do it because, like I said, that first event, I panicked when it was only the overlay coming up, and at that point, I was like behind. I was in the room, and I was like, I was actually scared to come out. I was like, man, it's about 600 people out here, and I got a hiccup. So I actually panicked right then. But just do it, just do it, just do it like Nike, just do it.